Spiritual life calls for inner freedom and deep trust in the divine. One of the most insidious enemies of such trust is worry, a quiet yet relentless sapper of energy, faith, and joy. The scriptures and saints affirm that to be engrossed in God consciousness, one must give up anxiety, particularly about the world, the future, or the self. This principle is not about negligence, but surrender, a higher wisdom that sees beyond fleeting troubles. Discourse. He is a good son who never blames or despises his parents for their defects and shortcomings, but who keeps them contented and pleased. In all actions, his main aim is to secure their satisfaction. A mother has the most tender feeling for her child. Her heart grieves if the child is in grief and buoyantly responds to its joy. So the child should ever be cheerful, free from sentimental upsets. The child should not get irritated if a parent happens to say harsh words or unpleasant things. It should itself, however, always speak pleasantly, pleasingly. It is necessary for everyone to work and earn his livelihood. One may even amass wealth, but should not be under the illusion that it is the wealth that is the means for all happiness. One should always avoid ill-considered acts or speech, which may lead to loss in worldly life. Give food to all who come to you. Turn no one back empty-handed. Never feel frustrated or disappointed. Never give up hope. Pay due regard to necessities of practical life, but never lose sight of the goal of human life, namely, the attainment of God. Remember that one who does not face practical life courageously cannot achieve much in Paramartha either. Worry about family life acts against Paramartha like white ants. One who trusts in the Lord need have not an iota of anxiety. One who lives in God does not even think of pain, misery, or worry. One who realizes that his true self is identical with the Brahman will, honestly, just cease to entertain worry. Trust in Rama as your protector and savior, and say goodbye to worry. One who attributes all doership to Rama worries not about sin and merit. Assuming oneself to be the doer is really the basic cause of anxiety. Where is the anxiety for one who dedicates himself body and soul and assigns all doership to Rama? What is past is, after all, past. What the future holds we do not know, nor can it be evaded. It is therefore improper to indulge in futile worry. Whatever I think belongs to me is really that of Rama, and should therefore be consigned to his care, and the mind thus freed from worry. Rather than worry about the children, the family, and so on, we should aim at doing what Rama will like. When I think of unwavering faith, I am reminded of Pothana, the legendary Telugu poet whose devotion shaped his every choice. Once, a powerful king offered him riches and honor if he would dedicate his sacred verses to the throne. Pothana's life was marked by simplicity and struggle. His family often faced hardship, and the promise of wealth could have changed everything for them. Yet, with gentle resolve, he refused the king's request. "My words belong to Lord Rama alone," he declared, "not to any mortal power." His family's concern was real. How could he turn away such fortune? But Pothana's heart was anchored in something deeper than fear or need. He placed his trust in the divine, believing that true fulfillment comes from spiritual honesty, not material comfort. Pothana's faith was his shield. He surrendered his worries, confident that Lord Rama would provide. Today his poetry endures, his name celebrated far beyond the reach of any king's reward, a testament to the power of devotion over doubt. Pothana's story reminds me that when we let go of worry and surrender to a higher purpose, we discover a peace and greatness that outlasts every worldly temptation. Worry is an inner turbulence born of ego, of the belief that we are the doers and bear the burden of results. The moment we relinquish this illusion and hand over the reins to the divine, peace returns and Paramartha gains ground. As Pothana's life shows, a person who trusts wholly in the Lord remains unshaken in the face of life's uncertainties. Let us strive to live thus, working earnestly, trusting deeply, and honestly, worrying never.